ropaste linda porque tú me gustas y esta noche mami tú disfrutas.
Hi there, Mr. T back again, and many thanks for tuning in. Many of the clips you will see in this documentary vary in age from 3 weeks old to about 4 years of age, and the interviews were conducted prior to the Dominican Republic going into this insane lockdown due to the global scamdemic. And at the very moment of finishing this documentary, it was still not clear whether this crazy situation would get worse or whether this life-interrupting situation would actually finish, so things could return to how it was before all of this. Either way, this video was produced to help folks decide where they may choose to live, either Sosua, Cabarete or Puerto Plata, during times where governments weren't interfering with our rightful freedoms of travel and relocation. But before the interviews with the local expats, we continue for a minute or so with some more clips from Cabarete, Sosua and Puerto Plata. Enjoy.
Mami, da la lupa, involúcrate. No diga que no, que tú quieres descarriarte conmigo. El flaco de Guarete. Conmigo. Conmigo.
Déjame roparte linda porque tú me gustas y esta noche mami tú disfrutas. Déjame roparte linda porque tú me gustas y esta noche mami tú disfrutas.
Everyone, I'm here with some good friends from Puerto Plata, Leah and Senor Lucky. And that's their YouTube channel name as well, Leah and Senor Lucky. Feel free to look that up. Thanks for being on camera, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks
and
for
this
having
is
us.
Paco that you have on your lap.
Paco,
the world's fattest chihuahua.
Okay. Now, first of all, you obviously fell in love with not only Dominican Republic but also Puerto Plata. Mm-hmm. What made you guys choose Puerto Plata?
Well, we've been coming here for years, and what we like about Puerto Plata is that it's not just a tourist town per se, it's also like a proper town, as we say. And that means that there's a,
self-sustaining economy.
Yeah, there's more than just tourism, like Punta Cana and all these touristic sorts of places. It's a proper town as well.
You know what I like about it? It's that it's also quiet and peaceful to live, and then we can just drive, 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes away to a touristy area and get excitement.
Excellent. Yeah. Now, I know you guys, you're kind of a bit forward and backwards between here and Canada, but when did you kind of start living here?
That would have been 26 months ago. So just over 2 years.
Okay, and you love it?
Love it.
Yeah, we love it. We've escaped 2 winters. Right, honey?
Yeah, it's definitely, this is my dream life, my dream house, and just right now we're just living our dream. Yeah.
Fantastic. And what would be some of the positive things that you have found about Puerto Plata that you would like to recommend to others that they would consider if they are sitting there weighing up, should I move Sosua, Cabarete, Puerto Plata out of those 3 towns that we're covering in this video? What's so special about Puerto Plata?
Well, like I was saying and Leah was mentioning, it's a town where you can enjoy peaceful times, but if you want some excitement, it's never far away. It has so many different offerings, whether it be nice restaurants or even super casual Dominican-style restaurants. It has so many more offerings compared to the smaller towns of Sosua and Cabarete, which are known, for their qualities. But here we like what this place has to offer.
It's also locals. Everybody's just living their own life. Like everybody brings their kids to school, goes to work, goes grocery shopping. It's an everyday town. It's not crazy touristy and crazy busy. It's also really affordable. So if you go to the touristy areas, I find everything's more expensive. Not much, but more expensive.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, is there anything that you didn't like about this place, but that you tolerate since you love all those things you just mentioned?
Sometimes I wish that there was a little bit more expats, because I'm still learning Spanish. He speaks fluent Spanish, but I'm still learning Spanish, and I kind of miss not talking to people I can talk to easily or making new friends as easy.
No.
Yeah, I don't miss any of that because
He doesn't care about that. I care.
I kind of avoid the expat community, not intentionally, but
I'd like to meet more expats.
it's a little more lonely, as it were, for Leah because of the language barrier. But the one thing I would say is that when we got the house, we didn't have bars initially on the windows, and we were burglarized, which is just about an inevitability here. You gotta have bars, certainly in Puerto Plata. It's safe, but there's, physically safe, but there's a lot of theft that goes on. We were burglarized many times in Canada too. In Windsor, we had our car and house broken into several times.
Somebody came in while we were sleeping in here.
Yeah.
So literally, we woke up and somebody was in our house and stole stuff. And luckily, they weren't violent and they left, but they also stole a knife. So that was scary to me. But
we had just moved in and they scoped us out and saw the laptop and stole it before we had the bars. And we were just waiting to get the bars to finish up with some other construction, because when you have the bars put on, it takes a good week and it's a god-awful mess. So get your bars, get a secure place. A lot of places that are building around here in Torre Alto, they're putting electrical barbed wire and that sort of thing. So
it is a bit of a shock to people when they come to Dominican Republic and they see broken bottles built into the top of walls, or NATO wire and different spikes. But that is because it's not so structured and regulated that people have to take care of their own security, correct?
Yeah, but as I said, we were burglarized several times in Windsor and Toronto. We had people going in our backyard in Toronto and stealing stuff when I'm sitting right there. Hey, dude, put it back. And another person taking our furniture, and I drove up to her and said, go put my furniture back. So it happens everywhere. It's just here. They have 911, but it doesn't work quite as well as most places in North America. But really, it's a question of being responsible for your own security. And bars are an excellent deterrent. The wires are good. I don't believe in the spikes so much. Barbed wire is good. Electrical fence is good. The spikes and the broken bottles don't do much. You just need a ladder or a blanket to defeat that. But anything you can do, any layer of protection is good.
It's just that it's secluded, right? So if somebody did want to, if they find it easy to hop your wall and get into your house for just a robbery, nothing violent. It's not known for being violent. It's just only common theft.
Petty theft.
Petty theft.
They're after stuff. Now, looking at the other two towns that we're talking about in this video, we've got Sosua and Cabarete. Let's start with Sosua. What's the pluses and minuses for anybody who's considering Sosua as far as you're concerned?
Well, I'd say that Sosua is more for adventure and kind of fun, nightlife, more active. You have the beach, you can roll off the beach right into the main town, and it's good for a young guy who wants to have more adventurous time, certainly. And then Cabarete, I would say, is similar. It seems much smaller than Puerto Plata and Sosua, but it has more of a windsurfer and surfer, that whole surf guy sort of vibe to it, beach town. So to me, those are the two main differences. What about you, honey?
Between Sosua and Cabarete?
Yeah.
Well, Sosua I think of as great to go to the beach and all those little restaurants and bars, and then at night sometimes you get a little bit more of the night girls, and then ladies of the night, the ladies of the night, which is fun to like people watch and have a beer. And then, but I love Cabarete. Like, I think the whole windsurfer, kite surfer is awesome. And my favorite thing is all the restaurants on the beach where they light up the trees. They have the little stuff over the trees to give shade. That's one of my favorite things. But shopping there is insane. It's like more expensive than if I went to go shopping in Florida. That's crazy shopping prices.
Puerto Plata is good for shopping.
Yeah, it's more like going to Ibiza, isn't it, in Spain? That you're on a beach with light. Well, you can have a good romantic time out there, or nice dinners out, which they're not really doing on Sosua Beach. So, what about Sosua, Leah? What do you think of the beach there?
I love Sosua Beach. I love Sosua Beach, and I love going to the restaurants there, and I love going in the ocean. There's so much more I want to do. Like, I haven't done half of the things I want to do just to go scuba diving or anything like that. Or I haven't done any of that stuff yet, or even learned how to kite surf, but all that's on my bucket list.
Anyway, any other final things that you would like to say about Sosua, Cabarete, or Puerto Plata for anybody trying to weigh up which is the best place for me?
Well, the thing is if you went to Sosua and Cabarete or one of the two, you're so close, you can just go back and forth. You know, I think Cabarete is good for expats and English speakers and tourists and beach people. And Sosua is good for single guys, or if you're just going to sit on the beach and do some stuff on the beach or in the resorts. Just depending on your personality.
Yeah, and if you want a more semi-urban experience with a lot more to offer in terms of variety, certainly Puerto Plata is your best bet in that. But having said that, you can certainly experience all that from Sosua and Cabarete. They're not far away. And you can't escape the hustle and bustle of Sosua, which is another thing I wanted to say. You're going to get a lot more hustlers in Sosua and a lot more pressure sales and things like that than you will in Puerto Plata, which is a lot more mellow and easily avoidable.
Do you find out in Puerto Plata the police, like they've done in Sosua and Cabarete, what they've picked on, especially the ladies who just walk the streets, even civil people who are just trying to get back from work have been arrested, where the police have kind of assumed that they are ladies of the night. And
we don't have that here.
We've had none of that here. You'll see that it's very segregated here. It's not a red light district per se, but the places where that goes on, they're clubs, they're well established, the girls aren't walking around. And the few girls that you'll see walking around looking for a boyfriend are very discreet and not that numerous. So there's no police brutality towards them or any sort of
harassment.
I mean,
harassment.
I like the idea that they have clubs. Like there's a club and you can go in the club and, you know, get a room or whatever with a girl.
Yeah.
It used to be a strip bar, which was fun to go to. Now they don't have any shows, so now it's not as interesting for girls. but I'd say I like that they have a private club because it's not like just walking all along the beach and the
in
streets and
Sosua, at some points it can become like an open air brothel.
Like,
it's essentially an outdoor brothel,
beach.
so you can't avoid it. Here, you have Oasis, you have Vivaldi, whatever it's called now, you have Barba Negra in Costa. They're places, but they're enclosed, so there's no, it's private, and it's not impinging on people who don't want to involve
But
themselves.
if you like that, it's still there.
It would be nice if they had some proper,
I want
shows.
to see a strip bar show.
Sexy clubs where you can just, it's fun, but maybe they'll do that.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll
fun.
open one.
Yeah. I know. I was like, I want to just go for the entertainment.
Anyway, great comments, guys. Thank you so much for joining me in this documentary. And
well, thank you.
Give yourself a shout out. You have another YouTube channel as well, Leah?
Yeah, my personal one is Canadian Girl in the Dominican. I just have my random. It's not like as professional. It's just like my cell phone pictures and.
It's a fun one.
It's random stuff that just living the life as an expat.
And then our main channel is Leah and Senor Lucky. We just launched it We have about 5 videos up there, so...
But he's an
Check
editor,
those
so
out.
he does
Well, there's a little more
things.
production quality.
Fantastic. So guys and ladies, check out their channels. Hey everyone, I'm back here with Johnny. He's been on camera a number of times. Thanks for joining me here on the beach.
Hello, Mr. T. Good to be here.
Now, Johnny, you like Sosua from what I can tell. What is it you seem to prefer over Cabarete and Puerto Plata about this town?
They all have advantages and disadvantages. I like Sosua in that I like the beach. I like the atmosphere of the expat community. In other words, that's the mix of North Americans, Europeans, good mix of people from all over the world. And of course, like I said, the beach is 2 of my favorite things. Cabarete has more of a European influence, and I like Cabarete a lot. Nice place to live, but a little bit expensive, which is one of the reasons I don't stay in Cabarete. It's just a little bit too expensive. And then Puerto Plata, if you like a little more of the city life, you know, Puerto Plata is the biggest of those 3 cities. Puerto Plata is the largest of the 3 cities. So if you like more of the bigger city life, that's where Puerto Plata would be nice, but it doesn't have the nice beaches. So that's basically why I'm in this area. I like the beaches and the larger expat community.
A few guys have said Puerto Plata is very Dominican. I mean, it is primarily Dominicans living there, but the culture, the music, everything, there's not much expat life to be found there from what
And there is some expat life there, but it's not as centered or, what's the word for it? Centered
congested.
Yeah, I think Cabarete and Sosua, you know, they're pretty much everywhere.
Johnny, good comments. So, final thing, what's the best thing about Sosua?
Ooh, the beach is really nice. I'd say the beach.
Okay, a lot of guys out there may have thought you were going to say something different, but thank you for your clip again, and we'll see you on the next one.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Cheers. Everyone, I'm here with Gilbert, who's been on camera before. Thank you very much in this rainy day out here to jump on camera. Yeah, good to have you back. You lived in Cabarete at one stage.
Yes.
Why did you move out of Cabarete?
Well, it just wasn't enough people that I wanted to see. It wasn't enough girls there, you know. And most of the people go there are Europeans and Canadians who want to surf or do that thing they do on the skis. You know, I don't do none of that, you know. Mm-hmm. So therefore, the beach is filled with those kind of people who come to do that. So, you know, I don't really find it a place that's too friendly to me. Mm-hmm. So therefore, I didn't really like being there because look, when I lived in Cabarete, when I got ready to go out and party, I had to go all the way to Sosua, which is about 5 kilometers away. You know, so that was a heck of a ride every night or every day, back and forth. So I just got tired of living there for that reason alone. Mm-hmm. Then when I lived in Sosua, it's so many girls all over the place that you really can't relax. So
too much attention.
Too much attention. And then when I lived over in Puerto Plata, you're so far away from all the action, you got to come back to Sosua to get into the action. It's another thing. You know.
So now you found the perfect in between. You went to Charamica's
place. I went to Charamica, which is right across the beach, and I can walk over to Sosua when I get ready. 5 minutes away. You know, the beach is 2 minutes away. Everything is more convenient. I got the world in my palm right here.
Fantastic.
So, perfect place for me.
Great. Well, I'm glad for you, and enjoy the convenience.
I definitely will. I appreciate it, man.
Cheers.
Good seeing you.
You take care. Thanks, Gilbert. Everyone, I'm here with Benson Lauren. He runs a YouTube channel called exactly that. Thanks for being on camera.
Yeah, thank you. Mr. Nice to meet you today again.
Good to meet you too. Okay. Now, Benson, you've been living in Cabarete for how long?
for about like 2 years.
Why didn't you choose Sosua or Puerto Plata instead?
Well, I like Cabarete because Cabarete is a very nice area, and then, you know, I meet people right here. It's just chill. That's why I like it.
It's chill.
Yeah.
Yeah. And anything else you want to say that you like about Cabarete over Sosua?
I like everything about Cabarete. I like the way like the people treat you, and then I like the activities they doing here every day, you know, kiteboarding, kite surfing, and I like the club. The club is so quiet, so cool, a lot of good people going there.
Which is your favorite club?
Yeah, I think my favorite one is Ojo, the one they call Lax. I like that club.
Yeah.
It's very cool there.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much for your comments, and you're working here at
And El Pescador. That's where I work.
Restaurant El Pescador.
I think we got the best seafood in Cabarete.
Okay, come down and try them.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Benson.
Okay, you're welcome.
All right.
Have a good day.
You too.
All
Cheers. Everyone, I'm here with Manuel at Yo Smoker Cigar in Cabarete. Thanks for being on camera. Now, Manuel, you live in currently in La Union, which is on the way to Puerto Plata, but you used to live in Sosua, correct?
Yeah.
How did you like those charamicos?
Yes, I like Charamico. I live in La Union because my wife not me like. I like to live in Charamico.
Okay, and what do you like what's good about charamicos compared to La Union?
Because the population. It's about the population.
So you like the people there?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're friendlier or?
Yes, friendly.
Friendly?
Yeah.
Yeah. And other things you want to mention you like about charamicos?
Yeah, sometimes.
Close to the beach?
Yeah. Yeah, close to the beach.
Yeah.
I like to live close to the beach in Charamico.
Do you go down there every weekend or every week?
I visit Charamico every week, so 2 weeks depend, because I'm busy sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Manuel, what would you say is the downsides to Sosua?
Yeah, because Sosua is nice. I don't like to the politics people, but I like to the tourist people. I like the beach. I like the people.
Okay, but there's a lot of silly politics going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much for your comments. If you were to say the best town from out of the three, Puerto Plata, Sosua, Cabarete, which one do you like best?
Yeah, for me, if you enjoy the night, Cabarete is better, because I like the beach, I like the population from Cabarete, I love the tourist people. That's my ambient. I love this one.
Excellent. Fantastic words. So Manuel, give yourself a shout out as well. You work at Yo Smoker Cigar in Cabarete.
Yes, I love to work with Your Smoker Cigar in Cabarete, because I invite all people, come to visit Your Smoker Cigar and discover the best cigar in the world.
It's the sexiest cigar in the world.
Yes, the sexiest cigar in the world.
I was just in the cooler room there, and they've got all sorts of sexy shapes. That's good. All right, folks, over and out, and thanks, Manuel.
Okay, thank you.
Cheers. All right, folks, that kind of wraps it up here. So thank you very much for watching. Feel free to subscribe, tick like, and share with your friends, and make a comment below the video. Now, if any of you during the current crisis feel like you need some consultation, how to see the glass half full, or it could be finding new ways of making a living, I'm very rich in ideas and solutions. So feel free to reach out, infohub-educatedtraveler.info, and also check out our service, which you'll see in the YouTube channel, called InfoHub, which is information and contacts for the Dominican Republic. Thank you again. Take care. Bye-bye.